What's up, sports bettors? Another college football game preview. We're going to be looking at the OddsJam software and kind of analyzing the Kent State-Washington game. So as you'll kind of see, looking across the sports betting market, OddsJam has real-time odds from tons of books. Washington's a pretty big favorite, right? They're best offered at minus 1,800 on DraftKings Sportsbook, and the best price for Kent State is plus 1175 on Betfred, right? So if you think about what that means, you can take this odd and you can put it into an odds converter calculator. So essentially, with Washington at minus 1,800, they're roughly 95% to win this game. They're winning this game roughly 19 out of 20 times, according to betting markets. So I don't have a play on the money line, especially at that juice. And I also don't have a play on the point spread, right? So what you'll notice is if we actually go here and we can switch this over to point spread, we can take a look at the point spread for this game, right? So games that are typically blowouts, you're going to be betting on the point spread. And you can see Washington, there's some variation from book to book, but they're a 22.5 to 23.5 point favorite just looking at the OddsJam software, right? So it looks like the best line you could ever possibly get on them is going to be minus 22.5 on FanDuel. And of course, the difference between 22.5 and 23.5 is a pretty big jump, right? If Washington wins by 23 points, then you're going to cash if you're betting minus 22.5. You're going to lose if you're betting minus 23.5. So as a sports bettor, always line shop, always get the best odds because if you're betting at minus 23.5 at minus 110 odds on Bet Online, when you could be betting minus 22.5 on FanDuel at minus 110 odds, you're not going to be a happy camper when Washington wins the game by 23 points. And that may seem rare, that may seem like a rare outcome, but you have to remember, right, like the difference between a square and a professional sports bettor or a serious sports bettor who, bets on sports for a living is winning on point spreads like 50% of the time versus 55% of the time. So regardless, the play I have is going to be in the total points market. So OddsJam, kind of the positive expected value betting tool, this tool just really scans the markets to try to find line inefficiencies, right? Where are lines moving? It's kind of the Bloomberg terminal of sports betting, following the line movements and showing sports bettors, kind of out of the millions of odds on sportsbooks, where can you find value? And what you'll notice is it's in the over 59.5 points. So if we go ahead and we scroll over, we can take a look kind of at the betting market. And what you'll notice is every sportsbook is pricing the over 60 points at minus 110 or minus 108, right? Now on FanDuel, they're the inefficiency, right? They're the discrepancy. You can get over 59.5 points at minus 105 odds, right? That's what OddsJam is showing us. Hey, this is the sharp bet. So what we can do is we can go ahead and we can lock it in, and then we can discuss it a bit more. So we'll hit this for $100. It's not the highest profit margin percentage, but regardless, seems like a good play for this game, right? So go ahead, lock this in maybe for half a unit, something like that. It's not a spectacular play, but still worth dabbling in, right? And it's pretty clear, right? DraftKings has this juiced all the way up to minus 125. And then Pinnacle, which is the sharpest bookmaker, right, the sharpest sports book in the world, they're pricing this at minus 115. So we're getting pretty good improvement, 10 cents of improvement from Pinnacle, 20 cents of improvement from DraftKings. And again, as a sports bettor, like you always need to be finding value, finding these edges. So also the fact that every sports book has the line set at the same level, in FanDuel's the clear discrepancy or the only discrepancy increases our confidence that like, hey, over 59.5 at minus 105 odds seems pretty good. So I went ahead, I locked it in, and kind of like that's your goal, right? Like as a sharp bettor, you should be aiming to place as many positive EV bets kind of as you can on a daily basis, right? We've gone through this math before, but let's say, you're on average betting an $150 unit, maybe 50, right, on bets with a 2% profit margin, a 2% EV, and you want to earn $750 per month. What this sheet will show you, which is kind of in the description, is how many bets you have to place, per day to reach your income goals, right? When you're placing bets with an edge, it's really about betting more on them. In other words, increasing your unit size or placing more bets, right? So if we're placing 25 bets a day and each bet has 2% edge, so $1 in profit margin turns $750 in a month. We have to place 25 bets a day, right? If we want to turn $1,500 in a month, we need to place 50 bets a day from OddsJam, or just increase our unit size to 100, and then we'd still only have to place 25 bets per day. So hopefully this video was helpful, kind of breaking down the Kent State-Washington game in our game preview, in the OddsJam game preview, and let's make some money.